Meet naval officers Gillian and Paul Russell. They moved into their Georgian home in Portsmouth just 3 months ago and so far haven't even eaten in their yet-to-be-decorated dining room. Yeah, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that it's quite so ship-shape in here, but Bristol fashion? There's always the fireplace. But look, the room's not even unpacked yet. It's unloved, it's uninhabited. That's if you don't count my friend the flat-pack footman. So Graham Wynne has just 2 days to turn this space into something fitting to receive a handful of admirals. And as we all know, admirals know so much about interior design. Around the corner lives Gillian's heavily pregnant sister Elspeth and her husband Andy, who have lived in this Edwardian semi for 2 years. They're desperate to finish their large master bedroom before the baby arrives. I said finish, I actually think start's a better word. You see, making a decision on which colour to paint the walls would be a decisive step in the right direction, but it's a big decision because it's a big room. I mean, look at the acreage. So why in this barn of a bedroom is the bed shoved all the way up against the ornate Victorian mantelpiece like that? Perhaps it's to allow Father Christmas an extraordinarily cosy landing on Christmas morning. I can see Oliver Heath taking a bit of a journey with this one. But how far is he going to get in just 2 days with £750 in his backpack?
Right, first things first, let's go on the hunt for treasure possessions. He is excellent. Now these are wonderful and there's going to be a project in here, I'm sure, but they're looking pretty heavy. And he is going to be perfect.
I think we're looking at sumptuous, really relaxing, warm, lots of textures, yeah, romantic.
Right, good. Now the theme I've picked for the room is called Global Traveller, and it's about creating a template for all these objects that they've collected from all over the world. So you've got Indian objects, you've got Arabic, you've got Persian, all these different things coming together. Now, what we're going to do first is get into the paint colours. What colours are you kind of expecting here?
I was thinking warm reds and deep, rich colours, but...
Warm reds. Might be in for a little surprise.
OK, that's not warm and rich.
Grey.
No.
OK, and this one, this is going to blow your socks off. This is for the woodwork. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
OK, that's quite neutral as well, then.
What are you thinking about that?
That's not what we had in mind, really.
It's not what you had in mind. And the reason is that it's a template, yeah? There's so many other objects that we really want to reflect about them. We don't want the paint colours to take away from the beauty of these objects. That's really important. OK, and now, for the big moment, here we go, the room reveal. Here it is. What do you think about that?
I really like that. I do, I'm not just saying it.
Yeah?
Yes.
I think it's quite cold. It's going to be interesting to make this work.
Let's have a look at this then.
Right, something. What do you reckon? Bright yellow.
Ooh.
That's a bit weird.
That's nice, isn't it?
It's almost frigate grey.
It's kind of battleship grey.
It's kind of battleship grey, but it's not. But it's not.
I think this would look great in here because you said you wanted quite a dramatic
Yep.
sort of room, bold.
Yes.
And don't panic because that's just really going to be the sort of background. So I thought the whole thing would sit together rather like that.
Gillian will like that.
That's
So that what we're going to do is add some of the old pieces with some of the new. So, what do you honestly think?
I think it's brilliant.
I think it's fantastic.
Really good. Yeah.
Class.
So I think we need to just basically slap it on those walls.
Let's
Let's
go
do
for
it. Easy.
OK, visors down, masks on. Let's sand this floor and get some paint on it.
You've done it all. You've broken every code. All the levels.
It's not quite the pink we asked for, is it?
Oh, yes. So I don't know really how you could say that this is Battleship Grey. I mean, it looks completely wrong.
Look what I found in the hall.
Oh, what?
What is it?
It's a mother.
It's a mother!
That's your mother.
This is my mother.
Well, the idea was that since Madam here is of an interesting condition, I thought you'd like someone for heavy lifting.
Well,
And welding. Pop riveting.
secret weapon, we love you.
Just in case.
Yes, okay.
Graham.
What?
Battleship Grey.
Oh, I knew you'd say
are you
that. We've
teasing?
already been
Are
there,
you
we've done
teasing?
that. It's not Battleship Grey. What's
But
the problem
Gillian
with it?
has spent the last 2 weeks on board her ship being teased furiously about the fact that you will come in here and paint her room Battleship Grey.
I think making it look like a warship is an excellent idea.
Right, okay, fair enough. Have we decided what's happening to the floor?
Yes.
There's a slight issue here with the floor. Don't know whether I want to talk about it at the moment. I think we'll talk about that later. Let's just get the paint
Curious though.
on the wall.
It's not working. I'm not loving this at all.
Why? I mean, I'm saying why as if, you know, why?
I've been winding Andy up for weeks about painting his house like a battleship, and here it is.
It's very grey. It's very grey. And it didn't look as grey in the tin, but now it's on the walls. It's very, very grey.
How are we doing? We all happy?
You've inspired, you know, you have inspired a mutiny in the Royal Navy. Single-handedly.
Right. There is a very good reason why it's painted this grey, and it is supposed to be a very neutral backdrop. Now, the point is, when you put up objects like this, objects that we found around the house, I think the colour
That's the wrong way round.
on him, that way, actually stands out incredibly.
And I know that, but it's just... If it was a little bit of a warmer grey rather than a grey.
Now, you see,
like
I
grey.
completely agree.
Well, we could look at warming it up a little bit. I will relent a little bit. I don't have a problem in that. I'm bigger than that. We could relent a little
Let's
bit.
have a word. Poor Oliver. Actually, poor Graham. I mean, it's not their fault that grey's now terribly fashionable. And if they are having a problem with the bedroom turning Battleship Grey, how are they going to feel about their dining room turning Battleship Grey?
Well, anyway, you're a bit of a dead man, mate. I've seen your kitchen you're putting over there.
Yeah, it took a bit of doing actually, but it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That is music to my ears, because projects over here, because I've got so much going on over there, and I mean so much going on over there, yeah. You've got... First, we'll chop this down,
Yeah,
make it into a
okay.
window seat, yeah?
Easy, yeah. Nice,
Cool, no
nice.
problems. Got a light stand to make,
Right, bit of
and
wiring.
we've got some mirror trough thing going on, which you
Right.
need to ask Graham about, yeah?
Okay, so obviously some sort of horse thing going on.
Because of the name, as soon as you put this on, mate, you'll turn into Superman.
You
yeah?
reckon? What? Is that a promise?
You happy? See you later, mate.
Cheers.
Let's have a wee look. A little lost for words, really.
Vinyl.
Yeah, now look, folks, before you think I've really had a taste breakdown, let me just justify the reason I want to use this as flooring. If I had money, I would have a reclaimed parquet floor in that room.
Yeah.
Really beautiful, like French oak floor.
Almost the next best thing.
Well, okay, it's vinyl, it'll give that effect, but what I figured is, if we put this down, they could eventually
Yeah, in years to come. Yeah.
put
Yeah,
down
I
the
think-
real thing,
I think
because this would be a good template for
Yes.
them.
It's camouflage green.
Camouflage green. Now, my intention for this floor was that we were actually going to paint it a sort of darker brown. Now, the lights that we got on at the moment are very, very blue, so this is going to come up quite green, but in normal light, it's going to be much warmer, so it will warm up. What do we think?
It could be worse.
The options are green floor paint or more of a sort of shabby chic look for the room, which would be bare floorboards.
Elspeth and Andy don't do shabby chic, so I guess it's going to have to be painted floor.
After all, the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all gone to bed.
So at the end of a very long day, the red team concede and paint the deck. whilst the two Andys get to grips with the plastic parquetry.
Good morning.
Morning,
Good morning.
The floor's down and finished. Mm-hmm. And what?
I'm thinking more pub flooring now, but...
OK, you two, the moment of truth. So the floor.
Here we are.
What do you think?
It's not so bad in the daylight.
It's not an unmitigated disaster.
And I think we made the right decision to do it, although it's slightly the wrong colour still.
Yeah.
But there's still lots of romantic touches that are really going to bring this room to life, that have become much more the focus, draw our attention away from the floor. Yeah?
Yes.
So get some dust sheets down and let's get on with these other bits and pieces, yeah?
Okay.
All right.
This is going to be an unusual addition to their really quite nice art collection.
Yes.
Had you envisaged at the outset leaving them with naked drawings?
I think Paul and Julian will be absolutely chuffed over.
What are you going to call yours? Oedipus?
Yeah, octopus, actually.
Oedipus octopus. How very Saatchi. What's it like to be sitting there as your son-in-law draws you naked? It's not quite the art that we'd recognise in the National Gallery.
Yeah.
There's a man taking phenomenal pride and pleasure in creating such a lovely, lovely bedroom
Hello, Lawrence.
for his sister-in-law and brother-in-law.
Absolutely.
You hate this room, don't you?
Hate might be as too strong a word.
No. You hate this room.
It's not good. It's not what I would have done.
No.
I thought comfortable, romantic, sumptuous. I want to know how those words turned into the greys and the quite cold colours we've got here. He's gone for this world traveller theme. And I mean, world travel to me means sweatiness, stress, arguments along the way. And I mean, he's recreated that quite well.
Because in comparative terms, the responsibility of doing a bedroom for someone as scary as Elspeth versus the responsibility of, like, running the Ark Royal.
Oh, yeah, Elspeth is far scarier than any of that sort of stuff.
The Ark Royal is actually a bit of a cakewalk compared to, you know...
Yeah.
How's it going, Eddie?
Yeah, not too bad, actually.
What's happening here,
What
mate?
do you reckon? Mirrored trough. Graham's idea, obviously.
This is the thing we spoke about earlier,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
sorry, we're going to do this bit back on.
Right.
Chuck these in, fill them with flowers, and what have you.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be a centrepiece on the table.
Of course it is, mate. Yeah, of course.
Of course.
It's not bad, actually, is it?
That's all right.
Yeah, window seating there's looking very nice as well.
Yeah.
I'm fearing for my job, mate.
Yeah, you haven't sat in it yet, though, have you?
No, I haven't. I'll go and try that now as it goes. See you later.
Cheers, Andy.
Right, now this is a quote from a book called The Prophet by a poet called Khalil Gibran. And what this says is, let there be spaces in your togetherness and let the winds of the heavens dance between you.
Right. Well, let's hope it still says that when I've painted it on the wall, because if I get one bit out of place...
Not your winds dance between you.
I don't know what it is that makes me feel like this. I don't know who you are, but you must be some kind of superstar. 'Cause you got all eyes on you no matter where you are. You just make me wanna play. Baby, take a look around.
Bit of fretwork over the mirror. Beautiful touch.
Everybody's getting down. Deal with all the problems later.
Yeah, that's kind of it, isn't it?
I don't know who you are, but you must be some kind of superstar. 'Cause you got all eyes on you no matter where you are.
This is a phenomenally touching sight.
Yes.
Are you seeing it as a kind of
couple of days.
a sort of a bonding thing?
More a falling out thing.
I know it's a bit late in the day, but if you actually could have any bedroom, a lovely bedroom, what would it look like?
Deep colours, strong colours.
And not the ethnic that we're beginning to dread. But it's grown in my head and it's become this monster.
This Indian.
You know why that's happened?
Oh,
It's because your hands aren't being busy enough.
Oh, right.
it's just not true. It's not true.
Take your mind away
Okay,
from
okay,
Oliver's ethnic excesses
Okay.
by building your flat pack cupboard.
Will do.
Will do.
Ethnic? Where did that come from?
Your turn is
turn it on.
Hey!
Let's start getting the arse in, maybe, Graham. I mean, it's your gig.
Go with this stuff. Go, 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 Paul. Right. That one over there. Over there, please. Let's get the lights in. That's not bad. I like the casual look.
Pretty good.
You said it wasn't going to be romantic, huh? I think we proved you wrong.
Yesterday, this room needed to go on a journey with Oliver Heath. He spent £760, took it to heaven and back, and now it looks like this.
It's called Global Traveller.
Okay.
Yeah? And it, in a way, mirrors the 18th century fashion for a young gentleman to go abroad, explore, come back with treasures, and to have quite an eclectic sense about their house. In the same way, people today are travelling a lot more and bringing back personalised objects that remind them of their experiences.
What were the real highs and lows of the budget?
Well, I think a very successful feature was the wallpaper. That was £49 a rock, but it does add a good focus piece for the room. So it's really reinstated the fireplace, and I like that. We've got, oh, magnificent piece. I love this piece. It's the stained glass table, and I think that's worked very, very well.
You like that?
I do like that.
They wanted you to create a romantic bedroom. Now, it's a lot more romantic than I thought it would be, but where is the romance?
Well, I think the romance predominantly is in the lighting. So in all sorts of different ways, there's very soft, gentle, flickering lights and shadows and projections all over the place that give us sort of twinkle and romance.
Both Andy and Elspeth are slightly concerned that it might be an ethnic theme. Are they going to like it?
I think they're definitely going to like it, you know, because it really reflects them and their character and their identity and their experiences as global travellers. I would happily live with it, and I think they've got good taste, and I think they will too.
Let's hope that they don't feel that there are 3 people in their marriage, including you. You wanted a lush, romantic bedroom that didn't have a hint of pastel and was something different.
Yes.
Yes.
Open your eyes.
Oh, wow.
Is that wallpaper or a picture?
Wallpaper.
We like that.
Wow.
Because there's more here.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, I like that. That's very
Isn't that
nice.
Wow.
They are top.
Excellent. And the
Good job,
curtains.
Oliver.
You were quite concerned about ethnicity.
Yes.
But a few hours ago.
Yes.
Now, I have to ask you quite directly. I would say that this is quite an ethnic statement.
It is.
It is, yes. I like most of it.
Right, now what don't you
But
like?
I don't know what
No,
I
no,
don't,
no, no, no.
I don't
no, no,
know
no.
what I don't like.
I think you do, because I think you've got a very good eye and you make your mind up quite quickly. What don't you like?
I don't like glass like that.
Right.
And
Okay.
I don't like the lamp either.
Right. And the colour.
Yeah, it's good.
I like the colour of it.
You don't think it's a bit battleshipy?
No, I like it.
That's a
I do, I
feeling.
like it.
Is it romantic enough?
Yes, for me.
Yeah, I know, but
Sorry, I'm not the person to ask.
you live on a battleship. You know, this would be very romantic on a
Yes, that's
battleship.
right, yeah.
A little impractical. What about for you?
Perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Yes, I think so.
Is this what you were expecting?
I think it's better.
I didn't have any expectations, actually. I really didn't.
That's true.
I didn't have any expectations, so...
You were an
Yes.
open book?
Yeah. Oh, what's Sam?
No, good job, actually. I'm pleased with that.
48 hours ago, this room was barely unpacked, distinctly unloved, and felt neglected. But then Graham Wynne spent £762 to make it look like this. Let's call it Georgian for the sake of argument, but it's certainly Georgian proportions. But decided not to go with an historically Georgian scheme. It feels very contemporary, but it fits.
Yeah,
rather
well,
nicely.
I think one of the things is, of course, you know, we had to use really what they'd got, which was a modern sideboard and modern table. So, you know, to have tried to make it really period just wouldn't have worked within our budget. But we've mixed in some little period ideas, like, you know, the pier glass above the mantelpiece, and the whole kind of window treatments, vaguely, you know, traditional. And the window seat, again, is taken from a traditional idea.
Now, your tragedy.
Go on, what?
Well...
I don't want to hear a word about this floor issue. Because we just did not have the money to do what we wanted to do.
Well, tell me, this cost pence.
Do you know how much this cost?
Go on.
£210. And it was the cheapest thing we could find. Exactly.
Your brief was to create a dining room that lived up to its bone structure, lived up to its proportions, that was elegant, that was warm. Are Paul and Gillian going to like it?
I hope they'll like it. No, they will like it. Oh, God, they will.
Go on, open your eyes.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing. It's our mirror. And you haven't changed the table.
Well, no, we have, actually, because...
Look at the floor.
I know,
Yeah.
the floor is fantastic.
Oh my God. Fantastic.
Now, what about the art?
pictures, yeah.
Yes.
No, they go
Recognise
well.
some of
They're
them.
really good.
Yeah, you've got a few of yours.
Yes.
How do you feel about having your mother-in-law naked on the dining room wall?
It's not something I want to visualise at this point.
Okay. What colour would you describe this room as being?
French Navy.
French Navy. Now that's funny, because when the lid went off the tin, can you guess what Elspeth said?
It's the sea.
It's Battleship Grey.
That's not Battleship Grey.
I know
We
what
know
Battleship
what Battleship
Grey
Grey
looks
looks
like.
like.
What does Battleship Grey look like?
Not like this.
Does it look like Elspeth and Andy's bedroom?
Not anymore.
They probably said it's definitely Battleship Grey. But this is fantastic.
Should we find out?
Yes.
Elspeth and Andy? Hello. 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 Look, it's all very grave. It's all very grave. And Mum. And Shirley.
How is it? Great. What do you think?
Oh,
Fantastic.
Battleship Grey. It's the new black. You heard it first on Changing Rooms. Goodbye. Oh, look at him. You found your feminine side, haven't you? You found your artistic side.
Get out of that box, you. That's sacred. No one goes in that box.
Except Mrs. Kate.
How much does that cost?
Very nice. Ship shape.